collectively transforming community. Peace in our human family. Volume in unity. Divine light shining individually. Collectively transforming community. Peace in our human family.
One love, one growth, as above, so below. Feel the pain in my soul, the red pill dissolved. Organized, no matter the cost. Politicians start wars, they don't fight, they sit the poor. And nothing lasts forever as long as we stay together. Give hell to the masses, watch the unity rapture. This is for the kids and the culture. It's one love, one growth, one light warriors. Hey everybody out there. Happy Thursday, beautiful Thursday. My name is Jamar Jabari again, and I'm sitting here with an R&B and soul artist, Moody Bank. She dropped that EP last year, right?
Yes, last October.
And it's called Blunts. And oh my God, I had the name. I was
Full moons.
Yes, full blunts and full moons. That's fire.
Thank you.
Can you tell my audience a little bit about yourself? When did you start off? How when did you start taking music seriously?
Yeah, for sure. So I actually started working in a music studio about 4 years ago. And I was so happy to be there, so excited to be there. I was always been obsessed with music. I just never really thought that I could do music until I started working there. I was just, managing and just doing random things. But as I started to see more artists come in, it was just so inspiring. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to try to make music. And it all pretty much just happened from there. My first time in the booth was really funny. It's so hard to get used to hearing your own voice, but I just kept going and I just fell in love with it, and then I actually started getting pretty good. So I was like, okay, this is what I need to do.
Oh, nice. And you're from Austin, Texas?
I live in Austin, Texas right now, but I'm actually from California. I was born in Torrance, but I grew up in the Inland Empire area. So I kind of know a few areas around California, but moving here was a great experience because I just wanted to see something different, experience something different. I have been there my whole life, and I don't know, I'm very much of a adventure type of person. So
what kind of community you from? You from the Latin community, Black community?
So my mom is Creole.
Awesome.
And my dad is Italian and Mexican, so I'm basically from everywhere.
That's revolutionary in a way.
Yeah.
That's really dope. So I wanted to tell you that I don't really listen to everyone's music very often because as you know, as a musician, we're too busy focusing on our own craft. Yeah. And I gotta say, when I first played your EP, Full Blunts and Full Moon, I was just already just zoned in.
Yes.
The first song, Dive, I love how that was your first choice. That definitely captivated me.
Thank you.
Your voice is unique. Your voice is very unique. I thought you were older, but
yes,
you are a lot younger.
Very old soul. I'm a grandma. I swear to God. Everybody who knows me, they just know. Oh, but yeah, I don't even know where it came from. I'm just. Yeah, it's really crazy because everyone is always like, your voice does not match your face. But at the same time, it does if you really know me,
Right. I can hear it now. What inspired you to write this amazing piece of work that you have out right now? What was your inspiration?
Yeah. First off, I just want to say thank you for checking it out and actually vibing with it. Because that means a lot to me first and foremost. But also,
it wasn't that hard.
Also, to be honest, I was just kind of really annoyed with the music that was coming out because I feel like R&B really took a whole new direction
Mhm,
in like the modern world, and it's kind of like
mhm,
pop music now, you know? It's kind of like there's not really any real soulful. There are, don't get me wrong, but I
mhm.
just wanted to be someone to like bring that back and just bring that old school vibe back and just to bring those good vibes because I don't know, I'm just it's hard for me to connect with the music these days because I just don't connect with it. I don't
Right.
live that lifestyle, so it's hard for me to listen. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to make something for people like me who just be chilling and just like want to chill and have a good time.
Mhm.
So that was really my main inspiration, just to bring something new and fresh because I get really tired of the same thing.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
yeah, basically, I don't want to like down talk any artist because like
No,
obviously
no, no. Tell it.
being an artist is like already so hard within itself, and if you can make
Right.
something for yourself, like that's amazing. But at the same time, like I don't want to be like a cookie cutter pop R&B singer. Like I want to do
Mhm.
something different and like bring that diversity because I feel like we're really missing that today.
Right, right. I can tell you just off of listening to it that totally feel I get why your stage name is your artist name is Moody Banks
Yeah,
because it does set a tone.
very moody.
Um yeah, it is, and I love that because I think it give a openness to accepting your emotions and understanding how you're feeling right now. um I'm not trying to deal with this nigga today, like
Period.
that kind of mindset. You know what I
You
mean,
already know.
like that. I understand that. One track that really caught me was E6.
Six, yeah.
um I love I love the variations and the dynamics
Thank
we
you.
with E6. I honestly, the whole thing is fire, but I'm Strawberry Animals, I'm Strawberry Amnesia. It was also great as well too.
Thank
But
you.
what
Yes.
E6 definitely, I had to play that back twice, especially
Yes.
yesterday when I was at work because I was just like, bro, like fuck these people right now. Fuck
Just
them.
set the mood.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It definitely is a mood. You captured some really good volumes of emotion there.
Yeah.
Um, I I mean I'm not a professional. I'm still a learning artist. I hope that what I'm saying does resonate, but
Yeah. Sure.
so are so basically this is your journey for a whole year here, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's powerful.
Thank
I was
you.
playing my roommate. I was playing it to my roommate, and he was just like, "Dude, like how long she's been doing it?" But just hearing that you just always been around it,
Yeah.
you are fast. You're a fast learner, and
Yeah.
you have a very good, unique voice.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. I saw that you were singing on the Instagram video, and I was like,
Oh
"Woo,
yeah.
woo!" Don't
Yeah.
even need no electronics or anything. Like,
Yeah, I don't know. I've always really have been a singer. Like I can remember, my childhood and always like wanting to sing and wanting to dance and do all those things. It's just like as we get older, we kind of forget the things that we love.
Mhm.
It's like society just, dealing with society and life and just maneuvering and trying to figure out what you want to do. It's like you forget about your dreams and you forget about the things that you actually want to do because everyone convinces you that it's not tangible, that it's
Right.
not possible, but it really is. And there's so many things that you can do like in the music industry. Like it's just crazy how narrow minded we could be sometimes. But when you really take the step to put yourself out there, you realize, wow, like it was really me the whole time that was holding myself back.
Mm, mm.
So I think that's something that's important to like talk about and know because you don't know until you know, but you have to
Right.
take that leap of faith to actually be in that position.
Thank you so much for saying that. That's one of the messages I tried to give out with my little small audience right now. Shouts out
Yes.
to everybody that supports the show.
Hey,
It's so important. Just do it,
just do it.
and even even if you have all these struggles in your way, what my mentor would tell me that even if it doesn't work out, you tried.
Yes.
And guess what? You tried, and it's not bad if you fail, and it's not bad if you didn't fail.
Right.
I want to ask you, what are your inspirations? Because you definitely said that what's happening right now with R&B, I so believe it. When you look at R&B today compared to the early 2000s and the 90s, there's definitely
Mm-hmm.
a difference.
Yeah.
So who inspires you today? Do you have anybody that inspires you today?
As in like new artists.
Actually, yeah, that's a good question. Let's go with all artists from all time.
Okay. So like Erica Badu is like my mother. I love her, obsessed. Jill Scott, I love Jill Scott. D'Angelo. Like I said, I'm really an old head, and like my mom listened to R&B like that, so that's just what I grew up on, you know. Um, Man, there's so many people. Luther Vandross, like everybody in that older, you know. Um, but yeah, I really only kind of listen to old music. Like it's really hard for me to listen to new music just because like you're an artist too. So I don't want to be like persuaded by other sounds, but I also listen to a lot of jazz. I love jazz, Miles Davis, Alice Coltrane. Um, so I think that also influences me a lot because jazz is really where you can hear instruments sing and just like all of these crazy melodies, but you're not really persuaded by words because there are no words. So I love listening to jazz. Jazz is where it's at for me.
Definitely, I definitely resonate with you on this. All these artists that you were just mentioning, I because in the '90s they had this neo soul as well,
Yes,
and it was vibing.
that's
Um,
everything.
yeah, and you give me a sense of that. That's what you're trying to conjure, and but with the new modern way. So
Hmm.
maybe you never know. Maybe you could be one of the pioneers, the birth of neo soul. You know what I
I
mean? Like
could do,
soul never dies.
and that's one of my things. I'm like, okay, I want to bring the old school sound with like the new production. That's what I try to do with every song. So we're definitely here.
Yeah, yeah. I feel it. I feel the vibes. When you think about people like what's my boy? Oh my god, I hate when names escape me. He
It's
was in
always.
the you ever saw the movie Night in Miami?
Mm-mm, I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm
no
like the
problem.
worst movie watcher ever. I fall
He
asleep every time. I can't watch movies.
Oh no, you're good. You're good. I'm mad I can't think about him right now. Yeah. Oh my god. He died he got shot in the motel. He died young. He was like the king of soul.
Damn, we suck.
He had a swing song. Oh my god, it's gonna come to me. It's gonna
Yeah,
come
it'll
to me.
come. It'll come.
But like Otis
Oh
Redding.
yeah,
Let's
yeah,
go
yeah.
off of that.
Okay.
Um, so the good brother Otis, they he died young at 26. But
Hmm.
what the type of music that resonated, and I don't want to freak anybody out that's listening, but like, dude, are you comparing this girl to Otis Redding? Like, no, 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 no. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that I can sense some like rekindling in a modern way with
Yeah.
Moody Banks. And
Yeah.
I feel like the fact that you only been like doing recording artist work for like a year now, and your base is already booming, you already have good people behind you. Um, I want to encourage you to keep going and keep
Thank you.
and just keep pressing forward. I, I noticed that also that you have some advocacy in you, which is so dope. With marijuana, a lot of
Yeah.
people freak out about that shit.
Yeah,
I'm one
me.
of the people that advocated for it all the time as well too. What made you want to be vocal about standing up for marijuana?
Well, first of all, like my music is so much better when you're high. I just want to say that. But really, I had a very, I'm very thankful for the life that I was given, but my growing up, it wasn't easy for us, and you know, being and coming from where I come, like as a family, like we don't talk about emotions. Like we didn't talk about how we were feeling. You know what I mean? That was just like not something we did. So I
Mm.
really started smoking to help cope with a lot of things in my life and just things that I was going through. And when I was in college, I really felt like I wasn't on the right path. I was playing basketball at a Division II school, and I loved basketball, and I had a scholarship, but I really hated it, and I just really wasn't going where life was trying to lead me. And this is like really bad to say this, but like smoking weed really helped me get through my college because I just wasn't a happy person, but that was the only thing that made me feel better. And I truly, truly, truly believe in, you know, like marijuana's like medicinal properties and how it can help people. And I believe that with all of like the natural remedies, it's really unfortunate that these pharmaceutical companies, they continuously want to, put us on these pills and put us on these things that are highly addictive, and they just want to take our money when we have natural resources that could help us even more. Because you're giving these people these pills that make them addicted, and then you're giving them another pill to make them not addicted, but then they're getting addicted to that pill. You know what I mean?
Mm.
It's like I can stop smoking weed at any time. That doesn't mean I want to, but I can if I had
Hmm.
to. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
yeah, I'm a very big advocate for MAPS. I don't know if you have ever heard that, but it's basically therapy through um, like mushrooms and MDMA, like psilocybin at very small doses, like marijuana at
Mm.
very small doses, and then having these therapy sessions. And it's just like it's the future. I truly believe that. So that is definitely something that like I want to advocate for and like be more vocal about because I truly believe it. So because I know for a fact because it makes me, it healed me really, and I can only share my experiences, and that's just what I know to be true.
A lot of people I argue with would tell me that's a gateway drug. Um,
Um, I truly don't really think so, but also, I don't know, I'm kind of a trippy person, so like these drugs don't make me want to like do Xanax. Like, I don't know, I feel like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like
yeah,
alcohol is more of a gateway drug than weed. Like,
yeah,
I've
yeah,
never smoked weed and was like, I think I'm gonna try heroin. Like, like that sounds so dumb. Like, y'all are
yeah.
dumb.
Well, these kids that get addicted to heroin, they all start off with what you're saying, the pills, and then they
Yeah,
get taken
and
off, and they're like, "Oh, I'm addicted. What the hell am I do?" And then they find a
right.
drug
And
dealer
it's
down the
actually
street.
like, damn, it's like way more connected than we really think about it because, a lot of like the new rappers these days, like that's all they talk about.
Right.
Like that's all they know. So it's like, of course, like, a kid like coming up, like that's all they're gonna know because it's consistently shoved down their throats.
Right. Right.
And
Do you,
it's subconscious, like they don't even realize it's happening.
yeah.
Sad.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Do you think that the government should like legalize drugs and come up with better means to support?
I
Or
absolutely do. I'm like super against the war on drugs. Also because, the start of that was really just a racist thing.
yeah,
Like, weed and all of that was never illegal until they realized it was majority of like black people and Mexican people doing it. So
right.
then, it's just a way to control us, and I'm super against that. I want to be like a little rebel that just comes in and like disturbs the peace. Like I'm so like just annoyed of how everything in this world is, and I feel like we need people to like be brave enough and stand
Right.
up for us.
Right. Yeah, definitely. I definitely agree. I resonate with you on this. I think also that like when it comes to like marijuana, like they need to literally like start funding to get more research in because there's just a
I
lot of
agree.
he says she says nonsense, and I agree with you that marijuana has definitely helped me in a lot of things, especially with anxiety. That's a
Yes.
big deal for me.
Oh my gosh, yes. And like one of the main things that a lot of people don't talk about is the main reason why marijuana was illegal in the first place is because it was in direct competition with the cotton companies.
Mhm.
Because, after you like take the weed out of the flower, and like marijuana's sister is hemp, and they grow the exact same way. We can be using hemp to make everything that is used, like that, like cotton uses, and like the trees, like instead of cutting down the trees, we can use hemp paper, we could use hemp toilet paper, we can be using all of these things, but that's in direct competition, with the major companies that these people own. So that was also a huge factor in deciding that, because the hemp companies would eventually like tear out the cotton companies and the wood companies, because those are literally destroying our planet. But those people are super greedy and they don't want to give up those companies. So
Yeah.
that's also like one of the main reasons, which a lot of people don't talk about, because a lot of
Yeah.
people don't know that.
Yeah.
But it's just crazy. Like nothing really is for our own good.
Right, right. And you being Mexican, you're indigenous.
Yeah.
Um, and I'm also indigenous with the Saponi tribe in the high
Okay.
plains of
Oh, yay.
yeah, yeah. Shouts out to Saponi tribe. Those are my
How you?
people. I identify mostly as black, but I always try to make sure that I try to continue to
Yes,
respect
for
also my
sure.
indigenous roots.
Yes.
Um, and that's what that whole stuff was used just to decimate our land and
Right.
to just disrespect our land. And
Hmm.
you see that now with oil.
Yeah.
Oil's the new thing to disrespect indigenous and
Literally. And it's so crazy because it's like, fam, we have electric cars. Like, why why has this not been like further implemented? Like I understand it's expensive, but at the same time it's like the cost of like whole creation or a fucking Lamborghini. Like, come on
mm-hmm,
now. You know?
mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. People like Elon Musk, they could put us through the right door.
Hmm.
Just Elon, leave the indigenous people alone in Bolivia with that
I
little
know.
baby. Like, let's talk
For real.
about that, Elon. But anyway.
Yeah, for real. He just bought like this whole ass compound in Austin.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a whole
He's
thing.
in your land. He's over
He's
there.
literally, it's a whole thing. I'm like, I don't know if I should be happy or scared.
Yeah, he hangs out with Joe Rogan a lot. I see over there. Have
Yeah,
you met that guy yet, Joe
I have
Rogan?
not, but I'm really interested to see because he's building a comedy club out here.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Austin sounds like it's gonna be lit as hell.
yes, I'm like very, very like indifferent about it because, I moved here from Cali, so I'm like very used to the LA culture.
Mm-hmm.
And when I moved here, I was like so happy to kind of like get away from that, because you don't really realize like how much you don't know until you like go somewhere else. And this
Right.
place is so like sweet, and everyone's like a hippie, and it's like all nature, everything. So I'm really interested to see how this impacts the city and like the people here.
Oh, nice, nice. How old are you, if I may ask?
I am 27 years young.
Oh, wow. Wow. I'm 29, so
Okay.
I'm getting old. But
Yeah, same. I look in the mirror every day. I'm like, damn, I just don't feel as chipper as I used to.
so with Austin, I saw that they put on your bio that it's the capital of the live scene, like the live music scene.
Yes, it is actually surprisingly is. It is the live music capital of the world.
Oh.
There is so much live music here, though. Like I
Hmm.
can't lie, but I really thought it would be like New Orleans or like Louisiana or like Detroit or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, that's what I
But
was
yeah,
thinking.
there's
Yeah,
like shows all the time. Like you could walk down the street and find like probably like 5 shows
really.
going
How
on.
many
Yeah,
people are down there?
Austin is pretty big. It's like not that big, but it's like pretty big, But
Mm,
so like since COVID happened, I think I read something crazy, and I'm sorry if this is not completely accurate, but it said like 120 people were moving here every day,
oh wow.
like for the past year. So this is definitely like gonna be a lot different. It's kind
Wow.
of turning into like a new area of like.
Yeah, yeah.
So
And
I'm
that could
interested to
be a
see.
good thing or a bad
Yeah,
thing,
I'm
you know.
super interested to see like how that happens.
You want your quiet, and you're like, oh hell
I
no,
know it
where's
just
my
like sucks
quiet?
right now because they're redoing all the freeways and stuff. I'm just like, Lord. I literally moved from California to get away from this.
Yeah, right. Oh my
Yeah.
God. Well, I definitely wish you the best in Austin. How long
Thank
you been
you
there?
for sure. I have been here for this is my fourth year.
Hmm.
Man, and I gotta say, like, I really owe a lot to Austin because it really opened my eyes to a lot of things. And I think separating myself from what I knew also kind of helped me. But Austin is really a magical place. If anybody listening, if y'all haven't been to Austin, like, highly recommend. It's beautiful. It's the people here are so nice. It's very a southern state, you know? So
Right.
it's a
Right.
good vibe.
Vibes. I got a
Yeah.
lot of stories about North Carolina with the Southern hospitality myself and all my family out there.
Yeah.
How was it during the storm? Were you affected when that
Oh
storm
man.
happened?
Yeah, it was really crazy. I really was like, damn, I don't know if I'm gonna make it. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, damn.
But it was my first
Oh.
time in snow. Like, you
Mm-hmm.
know, like I don't have no snow boots, I don't have no snow clothes. Like,
Right.
so, you know, I didn't have running water in my house, I didn't have electricity, and it was just like, wow, this is really crazy. It really put things into perspective for me, like how lucky we are on a day-to-day basis just to have these things without even thinking about it, you know?
Right.
Um, but yeah, it was really crazy, but at the same time, like oddly, it was really peaceful and pretty. And I don't know, I am very much like, I'm not like driven by like electricity. Like I cannot watch TV and be okay. Like I cannot be on my phone and be cool. Like you know what I mean? So for
Mm-hmm.
me it wasn't that bad, but I know that it didn't affect my house in any way. I know a lot of people had like their pipes were exploding, you know, their
Yeah.
shit was flooding. So like I'm really blessed in that sense that, you know, all I had to do was like be cold for 5 days. Like
Yeah.
so I didn't really have it that bad. I know a lot of people that had it worse than me.
Yeah, that's amazing to be lucky that way. Definitely, because I
Yeah.
heard some crazy stories of what's
No,
going
man,
on
it was
around.
really crazy. Like, it was crazy. I was just like super, I felt so blessed. Like, I can't even explain to you. Whew.
Do you feel
Cause,
like the government should have did better, or do you think
I
it wasn't
mean,
even in their
Texas is
hands?
just a funny ass place. Like, I can't, like, Texas is, it's the Lone Star State. Like, we were the last state to join, like,
Yeah.
the Constitution. So like we kind of always did things our own way and we still do things our own way. So I low key was like not surprised at all because there's some Texas ass shit. Like that's the only way I can explain it. Cause we always just like why are we just always trying to do extra, you know?
Right.
Our governor really does suck and I cannot wait to get anyone in office.
Not
But
trying to get you in trouble.
I know, I don't care shit, but I mean, it is what it is. Everybody knows. Everybody feels the same way,
Right.
you know. But yeah, that's some Texas ass shit. Like, I can't even explain it. We're always doing the most.
Oh, all right. Well, listen. What do you? Are you going to be touring soon, or do you have anything in the works
Yeah.
going on in the future?
Yes, I do. Yeah, like I'm definitely trying to join a tour very soon. But I'm also working on a new EP that I'm going to
Oh,
be
nice.
this year. It is called Feeling Colors. I don't really have an exact time frame yet because I'm really trying to take my time and just, you know,
Hmm.
make them as good as I possibly can. But I'm really excited about this. These are definitely some of like my favorite songs I have made so far, and I have really good feeling about this tape. So definitely be on the lookout.
Oh, word. Definitely. I got you saved on my title. I don't know
Yes,
if anybody uses title, but I try to stay with title. But apparently they're about
yes.
to like go to someone else besides Jay Z. So I'm like, might have to switch.
I know he
Somebody
really.
else black drop something else dope. That's what all I'm asking for.
Yeah, for real. I love Tidal. This is great. I love that he did that and just was like, fuck Spotify.
Yeah, yeah. But it seems like Spotify is winning.
I
So
know.
unfortunately,
I used
do
to
you? Is
try.
there anything that you could tell Spotify? Because I have so much to say to Spotify. But is there has
Yeah.
Spotify pissed you off with anything?
Yes, it does piss me off because Okay, I'll be honest. I'm more of like an Apple Music person just because I'm just so used to the way that looks. And like,
Mm-hmm.
I was very big on like my iPod back in the day and I would always like download music. So I'm just
Right.
like, my mind is like my, like Apple, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But Spotify, like, I don't like how it just be playing random music that I did not ask to hear. I'm like, what is this? Like, this is not what I'm trying to hear. Like, I don't know. I don't like
Yeah.
their like. I don't like the way it looks. That sounds bougie, but
Right. Do you
it
think
just
it's
like
like
it's.
killing artists?
I absolutely do think that because I know for a fact that those playlists are not like created out of like, oh, I think people will like this. Like it's all money. Like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, you want to be on that playlist? Okay, well, pay for it.
Yeah.
It's not
It's like
really like it's not nothing is what it seems. Everything is just a company.
right. Right.
You have to pay for
Yeah.
everything. That's all I'm
Yeah.
gonna say.
And it's like, bro, you the artist. You're the one putting the content in. Like,
Yeah,
and
like it's because of us that y'all are even a company.
right, and
And
they're
I
not
really do
paying.
have beef with Spotify because, you know, they pay us 1/15th of a penny per play.
Yeah.
I can't even get the full penny.
Right.
1/15th of a penny, like what is that? That's a dust. Like, come on.
Yeah. Well, my boy Eric told me that he's the lead singer in our band. He told
Hmm.
me that basically they put the money in the pool and basically they distribute it out to the highest artists. So like people
Yeah.
like Drake are
Yep.
getting the money that we put in there that is
Hmm.
earned off of all the content there. And like I don't want to believe it, but it makes a lot of sense. And
Yeah, it's definitely a scam. Like,
yeah, yeah. But
basically.
it's like what else you gonna do?
Right. Shit. I'd rather the devil I know than the one I don't know, I
Right?
guess.
It's more dangerous to have to meet a devil you don't know and fuck
I
with them. It's
know.
just
For
well,
real.
that's dope. That's dope. I definitely want to tag in and link up with you again when you drop that LP again,
Yes,
stuff
I
like
would
that.
love
Because
to.
if you have the time, because I know it gets busy. I know it gets busy, and
Yeah, no, I would love to. Because
you're
I'm
getting
gonna
some
need all
momentum.
the help. I'm gonna need all the help to compete with, Spotify and.
Yep, yep. And everybody out there on Spotify, listen to Moody Banks, please. If
Yes,
if
yes,
you hear
yes,
it, if you
yes.
hear me, if you see me, please listen to Moody Banks. I
Please,
support
please, you
that
will not be
because
disappointed.
oh yes, it's some good stuff. I was jamming to it. I played a djembe, and I was jamming to it with my djembe a little bit, trying to figure out
Nice.
some rhythms and stuff like that.
Good. That's what's up.
Oh my
Yeah, I
bad,
think
I'm a little congested. I got
no,
allergies.
that's
Sorry.
cool. Um, yeah, so with that tape too, something that was like is very important to me music wise is like I make sure that I have real instruments playing those parts.
Mm,
Like I really believe in the frequency of instruments and how that affects the way that we hear and feel music. Um, I know a lot of stuff is just like played on MIDI right now. So that is something that is like very, very important to me. And I also have like my band. So I love that we're here having this conversation because I know you know what I'm saying.
right, right. Yeah, it's important. It's unique and it brings out authenticity to the sound because you're able to just instead of just playing it off a track, you're able to vibe and bring in more dynamics, especially when you get
Hmm.
a crew that understands your voice and understands your levels
Yeah.
and are well trained and talented. I definitely resonate with that. That's something that I myself, as a percussionist, am learning every day. I don't think anyone has the right book to it.
Hmm.
I know people that have been playing for 30 years that still go to rehearsals and not rehearsals, but like still go out and find teachers just to
Hmm.
fine tune 24/7. The fine tune. You're never done, guys. You're never
Never
done.
done.
I
You hear
mean, like
that? No, I'm just kidding.
even with vocals, like people are still always like trading their vocals, the ones
Yeah,
that are supposed to be, because you don't want
yeah,
to end up
sure.
losing because that's a delicate instrument,
Yeah.
and I love how the sax like correlates with the voice a little bit. That's one of my
Hmm.
favorite things. I just watched my boy play the sax with somebody singing. I'm just like, yeah, man, get it, get it, get it. I could talk about music all day.
See, that's how I feel with the bass. Oh, the bass just gets
Mhm.
me.
Oh, the bass, yeah.
Uh,
What is the scene with bass players? I wonder because it's hard to find a bass player in Connecticut. Like, I'm thinking about
Yeah.
like trying to find other bass players.
Yeah, I don't know. I got like extremely lucky finding my bass player. Um, Literally, I just like met him through a friend, and he's also my engineer. Shout out to Colin. Um,
What's
but
up,
I don't
Colin?
know. I just feel like I really got lucky finding him on some real shit because he like also understands like R&B bass. You know what I mean?
And
Like
that's a
that's like
different language.
yes, and like even my drummer like we play. So my drummer like I found him, but the rest of my band, like we all play in church together. So that's how I
Nice.
really found them, you know? So
Mm-hmm.
it was like really, I would suggest maybe trying to find one in a church because that's
Right.
really where I found all of my players and they play my style because we all sing together every
Mm-hmm.
weekend, regardless, you know?
Mm-hmm. That's damn man, you just read my mind because I was going to say that. I tell people all the time, find church players because they are great. They have endurance. They can play forever,
Yeah.
especially if they
And
play at black churches.
I was about to say, it depends what kind of church you go to, but but yes,
Literally,
they're like the best. Like
I don't
really
know
the
how they
best.
do it. They're gods,
And
honestly.
no, literally, like even Josh, like my piano player, he was like, "Yeah, I've been playing in the church since I was like 5. I used to get like whoopings if I didn't want to play. Like my mom would be like, "No, like you're playing."
Jesus,
So it goes way back.
she just wanted him to be great with the
and
drums.
and look, and he is great now.
I hope all those whoopings, Jesus. Like,
I know, girl. He
yeah,
taught
I
he
started rapping in the church. I was writing songs in the church and all that stuff like that, and now I'm out here. I mean, my parents they're pastors, but so clearly
oh,
they probably don't like the fact that I'm like not rapping in the church anymore. But like I
yeah.
always pay homage to the church. It's the church that taught
Exactly.
me to
Exactly.
how to be so effective with music. Because
And you
if
know,
I
really, that's where like the best people come from. I swear.
hmm
Like
hmm
any like real great musician, I bet they started in the church somewhere.
Whitney Houston,
Exactly.
yeah, they were all. I mean, that's just tell you just how soulful when it goes
Mm-hmm.
to the soul. Like
Yeah.
how genuine and soulful it is.
Yeah.
And I remember Sam Cooke. That's
Yes.
who I was trying
Sam
to.
Cooke. Oh my gosh. Duh.
I can't believe I'm going to hell. Like how I forget this man's name. Jesus
For
Christ.
real.
Um. So definitely. I want to. I don't want to take up more of your time. I see we're going to the 40-minute mark here. So
Yes. I don't even know.
is there anything? Do you have any more like announcements or anything that you got going
Um,
on?
no, but if anybody is in Austin, Texas on Juneteenth, we will be playing a show for Juneteenth at the Far Out Lounge. So if for
Nice,
some reason you're out here, please come through and
nice.
just, you can follow me on Instagram, Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube at Moody Banks.
Yep. I
And
got your
yeah,
link card in the
yes,
description. Yep.
cool. Yes, and I'll be sure to definitely like keep y'all posted on the new things coming because I promise you it's definitely gonna be worth the wait.
Word, word, word. And you mentioned that you're also Creole. Can you
Yes,
speak?
I am.
Can you speak the dialect really good?
I
Do you
really
have any
can't.
experience?
I'm not even gonna
Oh,
lie, I can't. But
I
my
was about.
grandparents can, and my family is actually from Lake Charles and Appaloosis. And shout out to
Nice.
Lake Charles right now because there is some flooding going on. So if anybody out there, say a quick prayer for all the people out in Lake Charles because they're
Hmm.
still suffering from Laura as well, and I know some of my family has been evacuated. So
Mm.
if anything, just say a prayer for Lake Charles today.
Oh, definitely, definitely. Thank you so much for your time, Moody Banks.
Yes, thank you.
And thank you. Shout out to your team for. I didn't even. I just feel honored. I was so lucky. I
Aw,
was like,
that's
really,
so
you
sweet.
guys are gonna. hook me up here. Like,
Ew,
shout out to Amber. Thank you,
yeah,
Amber.
shout out to Amber.
She's mad attentive.
Yeah, she really is though.
You got a good group there, man. I really I wish you the best, and definitely would like to talk to you again anytime soon down the road. You're definitely welcome to the show, even if you just want to drop in and be like, "What the hell is this?" or something like that. Like you are welcome, and I'm so happy I met someone like you, and I'll
Thank
definitely
you.
you got a fan right here.
Guys, and you were such a great spirit. Like I could just tell, we're here.
And I want you to have a really good day.
Thank you. You too.
And this is Moody Banks. You can check out all her stuff on the link art that I put in the description. That's to all of her pages. Definitely support this amazing artist. She's fucking awesome. You would not be disappointed. You have a really good day, Moody Banks.
Thank you. You as well.
Collectively transforming community, peace in our human family, volume in unity, divine light shining individually, collectively transforming community, peace in our human family.
One love, one growth, as above, so below. Feel the pain in my soul, the red pill dissolve. Organized, no matter the cost. Politicians start wars, they don't fight, they send the poor. And nothing lasts forever as long as we stay together. Give hell to the masses, watch the unity rapture. This is for the kids and the culture. It's one love, one growth, one light, light warriors.